Okay, guys. So good morning, all of you. Welcome back to DevOps sessions. So, am I audible, guys? Online team? Yes, am I audible? Online team? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so today we are at day 3 Git, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Git day 3. Okay. So in this session, we already discussed the cloning option by using HTTPS and SSH. And also we discussed with the push option by using SSH. So we have a one more approach, that is a token approach. Okay, we can generate a token. We can add into repository the token. So if you add repository, the token means we can able to push and pull respect to a repository. Okay. Okay. Also, we discuss the remote repository creation, and also we discuss the difference between public and private repositories. Okay. And so the challenges, without SSH and how to SSH, we can generate the public and private key, how we can add into that GitHub, we discuss. Okay. So this is the end-to-end process. Whatever we discuss now, the local workflow to remote workflow. Okay. So, and the challenges will come. So if you are push your changes without pull remote changes, we have some challenges. And also we are pending at branching concept. So these are we can discuss in tomorrow. But today we have one more approach, that is token approach. How to generate a token, how to map it. That is the process one, what we are going to learn today. And one more process is, if you are cloning the repository from the remote, we can able to push if you are SSH access. But without cloning means the remote repository without cloning into your working directory, you are creating your working directory, your changes. You are going to push the remote repository. In this case, we don't have any exact what repository you are going to push, right? If you clone means you can go into the respective repository, we can push, pull, we can do it. But if you are doing the change, if you are modifying something, if you are creating working directory, everything is manual, but you are trying to push your changes into remote repository, right? That is also we are going to discuss today. Okay. And also in the Git local workflows, we have a difference. We can check the difference between working directory and staging area to, local repository. We can revert back and we can discuss also. Okay, let's complete remote repository side first, then we can move to local repository. Okay, let's come. So token process, please come. Token process. So the token process will work to give access to you to push and pull to your repository. It will work under repository level. Token will work under your GitHub level. If you want to add this token into which repository you are going to push, if it will work for that repository only. Okay, how to generate the token? First, let's go to your GitHub. I'm going to create one other GitHub for you guys. after complete the GitHub. Okay. So if you can come the right side in the user session, there is a settings, right? In the settings, we have a SSH and GPG keys. We can add SSH keys. If you can come down, developer settings are there, right? You just click on the developer setting, personal access token, token classic, and already I have generated. I'm going to delete now. Generate new token and classic. Okay. It will ask your password. Now it is access. So in this token, we can add the permissions. For example, all repository permissions, yes, click. And before that expiration. So if I give 30 days, it will expire in 30 days. This token. You can give in 90 days. You can give custom also. Anyway, I'll just give 90 days. You can give the name of the token. You can give the token also, name. So if you can come here, these are the permissions. You just give it here. Admin, delete, write, workflow. Okay. Admin keys, whatever the permissions are there, just you click it. Users, delete repository, and write something, audit logs, whatever, code space. You just give the permissions, project, something. So now generate the token. Token is generated, right? So you just copy paste somewhere. This token. Clear? Your token is ready. So you need to add this token into your repository to push or pull now. Okay. So anyway, first let me open any repository here. Okay. So let's go inside and so right click here, open your bash. Okay. Okay. So you can clone any repository now. Okay. Git clone. Just go to here repositories. Please come. So you can take any process, any code, any repository. Okay. I'm just cloning, but I need to check SSH is there or not. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete everything related SSH stuff. I'm just showing you here token process, right? Maybe it will take SSH already there, maybe it will allow you. So for that, to prove only token access, I'll just remove all SSH keys in my end. Clear? No SSH keys are there. So for that, if I want to clone, which option I can use? If I want to clone, which option can I use now? Very good. HTTPS, right? I can use HTTPS. Will SSH will work to clone now? No, I have removed SSH access. Okay, I'm going to clone this repository. Anyway, any repository, just for example. So SSH will not work. See, you don't have any public SSH key in your GitHub account. So you can add new public key. So you can click here, add your public. It is taking you into that page. No, you can go with HTTPS. You can go with that. Okay. So I'm going to clone now test repository into my local working directory. Clone, right? ls. I'm in my working directory, test is there. cd test, please. cd test. C means inside some readme.md is there, file 100 is there. So now you can add something here, anything, touch file, something, whatever. So I will show you one code. Once you are strong in this process, we can just check into the some sample code, Java or Python, how real time it is working. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just adding file 3, right? Means if I give git status, so file 3 is not at all added into tracking. So I'm going to add into the tracking, git add. Clear? So now git commit -m some updates. Okay. Is it possible to push now? Is it possible to push directly? Is it possible? No, right? Permission denied, right? Permission denied. Why? You don't have SSH keys to push, right? I have deleted, right? My Windows keys, whatever I have generated, just now I have deleted. Clear or not? So in this case, I can use HTTPS. It is already disabled. So how to push now? You can add your SSH key into your GitHub to push it. Or whatever token I have generated, by using the token, I can try to push. Is this clear? And one more hint to everyone. Go to cd.git here. Sorry. cd.git here. I'm in the .git right now. Give ls. Okay, go to config. Cat config. If you can see here, your remote origin is what? Test.git. I mean, if you push means it will automatically push to test.git. Why? You have cloned that repository. You are in the same repository. By default, it is showing. If you push means you are clone the test repository. You are in the test repository. We can directly push into the test.git. But to push, we don't have access. Clear? Sir, how can I see? You may get a doubt, right? Inside so many repositories is there in my GitHub. I'm not mentioning git push to any repository, just git push only. How it is going to push into the same test repository? You are in the same repository, right? Understand? You are in the which repository here? Test repository. See here. That's what your repository is mapping. You are able to push into that repository. I'm unable to push. That is a different story. We don't have access. If you have access, for example, I'm able to push the changes into which repository? Test repository. Why? You have cloned the same repository. You are in the same chain. So you are able to push the same repository. Even though you can verify my remote repository, you can come on to .git and verify config file. You can see your remote origin. Otherwise, come back here from the Git. I'm in the same branch, right? I'm in the same repository, right? You can give git remote -v. Instead of going .git and check the config file, you can give the git remote -v. You can see your origin. Your push origin is what? github.com cloudtech DevOps test.git only. Why? You are in the same repository. For example, I'm not in this repository. I'm in the outside of the repository. So Git don't know, right? Which repository you are going to send. Clear what I'm trying to say? Remember this point, we can prove that also. Anyway, so now our challenge is what? I'm unable to push. Your target, you know, right? I mean, your target means your remote origin, you know, right? Your remote origin is what? That's what I'm getting permission to CloudTech DevOps test.get denied. You don't have any access. Why? My key is not there in the GitHub. That's what I'm unable to push. Is this clear? No. So why it's popping here? Your remote origin, no permission. My remote origin is this one. Why? I'm in the same repository. Why I'm not getting error? Your remote origin, no error for Terraform. Your remote origin is error for DevOps. No, I'm in test repository. That's what I'm getting error from the test repository only. Understand? Is it clear, everyone? So now the challenge is I need to add my key to push my changes into repository. Okay. So if you have any doubts, everything I have prepared. Why you are doing exercise? Vastu? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, what happened here? You guys are jumping from here to there. Anyway. కనిపించట్లేదా? ప్రొజెక్టర్ చేంజ్ చేద్దాం ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి. బ్రైట్నెస్ ఉందా? ఇవి క్లోజ్ చేస్తే బాగా అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ బ్రైట్నెస్ చేంజ్ చేస్తే అక్కడ అవుతుందా? అవ్వదు కదా. So, okay. Anyway, see guys, yesterday we have discussed this portion, right? Using SSH key, how to push. So how to generate SSH key? First to generate SSH key, go with SSH -keygen, give this command into your terminal, right? And copy the public ID RSA public, paste it into GitHub SSH keys, right? See, this is the path settings, SSH and GPG keys, add new SSH key and give any name and paste your public key over there, okay? After that, you can easily understand, right? Just leave it now. So now the same process for push to the changes by using GitHub token, not SSH now. We have a token process also. That process you can go to settings, developer settings, personal access token, token classic, and generate token, right? So now I just generated token, right? Where is my token? This one. Clear? Control C. I'm just go to my here. This is my token. Clear? So how to add the token? See, this is the process. Git remote set URL origin, HTTPS. So you give this token in between your github.com. That's it only. Is this clear? So if you can see this, read this entire command. So git remote set URL origin. This is what? HTTP. For example, there is no key here. My keys you have placed here, right? If there is no key here, remove this key. Okay. So user means what here? Your user, GitHub user. Repository means what? Which repository? So just cloning process, same like, but I'm using in between my key. Okay. Clear now? The intention of this process is give the access for this user, I mean Cloud Tech DevOps, and give the repository access. With this key token, I have access for this token. So in this case, my user means what? Cloud Tech DevOps, right? Control C. Control V. Repository means, which repository is? Test. Is this clear? What is the command actually? This is user. This is repository. Okay. This is what? Token. Now clear? This is the command now. So in place of token, whatever token you have generated, you can place here. And in place of user, your GitHub username you can give here. Which repository need to give access? You can give the repository name. Is clear? I'm talking about test git only. That's what I have added the permission for test git here. Let's come now and paste it here. So I'm unable to access right now. If I give access, I have already token. Done, right? If you can see git remote -v. Earlier, there is no key token here, right? In between git remote -v, there is no key token here. But now key token is added for this repository. I mean, you are giving permissions for this repository. Now I will try to push. Anyway, first pull if any changes. Already up to date, right? Now git push. Clear? I mean, this is by using token process without SSH keys. You have to generate the token first and you can add the token into your repository. Which repository? Is it clear? Can I push to other repository? For example, my key token is added for which repository? Test.git. Can I push to other repository? It is not possible. You don't have any access, right? You have generated token for only one repository inside your user, not for all repositories. But SSH key will work for all repositories. You can clone from any repository, you can push it. For example, in this case, if I clone other repository, any other repository, for example, if I clone Git practice repository into my local, can I push? No. Again, I need to add my key token to my repository. Is it clear? Where should I change? So here only change is, here it will change, right? If you have any confusion, you can give git remote -v. You can see your remote repository condition. Is this clear? Token process, anyone has any doubts? But you can understand in real time, we are not using multiple repositories. At least you can work with one repository 10 or 15 days, right? If you add token means no need to changes. You can do it by 15 days, the same repository. Clear? We are not dealing with 100, 150 repositories. Sir, we are DevOps engineers. Just we need to take care, build process and automation. This much we can take Git. If you are not taking, if developers unable to do something, the next person will come into the picture is DevOps guy. Hey, Git is your tool. No, your tool. Anyway, both are compromise and rectify the issue. Okay. But you can understand one thing, compared to DevOps engineer, developers will work more in Git. Right? Why? They are doing modifications more. They're always push and pull. Okay. But better to learn more things. See, we are in day 3. Day 4, day 5 magics are there. It's very different magics. It's very difficult magics. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Don't disturb the Git. What is Git? You will show tomorrow. The confusions in the Git. These are very, very small things, but these are the regular things. Till here is the fine Git. Till here, find the Git. You can work with the Git, you can do the process. But the challenges is coming. Those are very difficult to rectify the issues. I will show the challenges. Okay. Anyway, just understand. Why I need to show another repo here? You understand or not? Anyway, if see, one repo is fine, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going to show one more repo. So what I need to do? CD back. I'm in the Git day 3, right? I'm not in test repo. What I need to do? Git clone. Just go to. Yes, you need to do practice. Okay. Your questions don't ask me to prove in, you have to prove those things. For example, hello world. Okay. SSH git clone. I'm going to cloning which repository now? Hello world git, right? Done, right? Okay. Now ls hello world is there. What I need to do now first? I need to switch hello world, right? I need to work with hello world repository. Clear? ls some Docker file is there, some pom.xml is there, something is there. Okay, let me go into Docker file. So something is there. I'm going to add insert run touch file 7 something. Okay, I just added something into my Docker file, right? What happened? Okay, I have added something into my repository, some Docker file will change. Now if I give git status, modified Docker file, right? So git is tracking whatever you are doing. Now git add, now git commit, Docker updates, done, right? Now git push is work. Before that, git remote -v. Check it here. See, there is no any key, right? Token, right? Here. But your destination repository is what? Hello world.git. So that's what I'm able to see. Our destination repository is hello world.git. Leave it for fetch at this time. Okay. Just your focus is push only. Now give git push. Fail to push your hello world.git. What do you need to do now? So you need to remote rejection. So you need to add what? Token. How to add the token? Everything is same, right? I need to change here. Hello world, right? That's it only, right? Copy it. Token already there, right? Is this clear? Do I need to generate one more token or same token? Guys, will it work same token or one more token? Hmm? This time token is updated, right? Done, clear? We can use the token 90 days. What I have given the time period. Is this clear, everyone, guys? This is the token process. We have so many ways if you want to do it, Harshal. See, is there any way to make all repos public for specific user? Why we need to make it all specific user? First of all, we can add that user credentials into your GitHub, right? He can able to see everything, right? Clear or not? If I take the SSH key, I can add into my GitHub, you can able to access, right? One person public means definitely others also can come. Clear or not? Public means others also can come, right or not? There is a lot of process I have to do. But instead of how we can manage the things, I'm saying that. I'm already sharing every day, right? GitHub. Okay. Clear is this? GitHub token, anyone has any doubts? Okay. What is the next process I discuss? Mapping local repository to remote repository. Okay. So mapping local repository to remote repository, what it means. So what I'm trying to say here, come to paint. Okay, guys, understand this process. Yesterday, already someone shared this error. Git origin already added that error, right? So this is my GitHub, guys. This is my GitHub. So inside some repository is there, some test repository. Okay. So this is your laptop. Okay. What is the process? If you are going to work with this test repository, you can clone into your local laptop. I mean, working directory. You can push into your GitHub remote repository. This process we know, right? We can push by using SSH or token. This is very clear, right? But what I'm trying to say here, the one more approach is same GitHub is there. Okay. And I'm trying to push without clone. Is this clear? If you clone means definitely in this case, test repository is there. You can switch to test repository. You can start your work, push or pull. But in this case, is there any repository here? For example, dev repo. Now, instead of cloning, I'm trying to push. I mean, mapping my local repository into remote repository. Is this clear? Without cloning. If clone means you directly go to CD, test repo, you are in the same repo, you can do the start the work. But now this case is mapping local to remote without cloning. Okay, without cloning. For example, just process is same. You can create a directory, you can add a files, you can add the content. But you don't know, in this case, Git don't know which repository you need to send, right? In this case, Git know, you are in the same repository, Git knows to send you into the the respective repository. But in this case, Git don't know which repository you're going to push. Here I can see multiple repositories. You are not in even one repository. You are created your repository by your own way. So you are going to add that repository into your any existing repositories. Is this clear? Okay, let's come. The point is, so okay, let me take one more directory. Better. Local to remote. Okay. Okay. Local to remote. Now I don't know any repositories in Git clone, Git, I mean remote area. So simply what I did, I just created one directory, or I just added some files. Okay, for that first I need to initialize the Git init, right? I'm not in the any remote repository here. I'm not clone anything. So what I need to do first, Git init, initialize the Git repository. ls-la means you can able to see .git. Okay. Okay. Now see, I'm going to create any file 100. Okay. Created, right? Git status means file 10 is untracked. Now git add means, now git commit means file 10 updates. Okay. Now git push means, see which repository you are going to push first. Is there any, they don't know, right? Which repository you are link. I need to do add the some repository here. Hey, this is my repository, remote origin. Okay, anyway, how to check my remote origin command? Remote origin. Yes, git, everything is git remote. Okay. If I get any remote origin here, definitely I can push there. Nothing is there, right? So you need to set your origin first. Okay, this file has to move which origin. You need to set that origin. Is this clear what I'm trying to say? Okay. How to set the origin? Git set, use this command, git remote add origin, copy, git remote add origin. Sorry, here, right? Okay. For example, I'm going to add this origin now. Okay, check.git. Let me go on check. File 10 I'm going to push into, for example, any repository here. DevOps repository. Okay. I mean, you have to add some any repository, right? The content, no fresh repository means you can create here that repository. You can give that repository here, but finally you need to push some repository, any repository, right? So I'm taking from the, okay, these are the so many files are there, right? Okay. I'm taking test repository here. Okay. I'm taking test repository. Okay, let's come here. What is my command here? Git remote add origin, https github.com, cloud tech devops, and test.git. Okay, add this origin for me. So I'm going to push this file 100 into this origin. This is indication. Okay. Added, right? But you need to understand one thing, guys, here. Okay, let me push first. What is the error here? Get push set upstream origin for master. Why? Upstream means remote. Okay, you need to understand one more concept here. You are in which branch? Master. But this is in which branch? Main. Both are different branches, right? So you need to set your branch. Okay, clear or not what I'm trying to say? Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can rename this branch into main, or you need to create a one more branch, which is name is main, and again set upstream origin. Is this clear what I'm trying to say? But we need to understand one thing. I'm unable to push. The reason is you are in the master branch, remote is main branch, but different branches, it is not possible to push. Understand the concept here, what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yes, you have created local repository. You're trying to push remote repository. Yes, remote repository is there, but branch is different. That's what you are unable to push your changes. You can do one thing. You can create master branch here, or you can create main branch here, or existing master branch, you can rename it into main branch. Is this clear? So this time I'm not showing any creating branches. So simply I can rename the my existing branch. Okay, branching concept pending, right? I'm just renaming the, see, my branch is main now. Is this clear now? Now git push. Okay, git push set upstream origin main. Just copy it, this one. Why permission denied, anyone? Again, git remote -v. Is there an access token here? I need to add access token. If you are already added SSH means we can able to do it. Is this clear? So every time if you are getting error means give git remote -v, check this here, everything. Is this clear? Okay. So what I need to do, I can add here my thing. How to add? How to add? Same, right? Same command, right? Clear? Copy, run here. It will change what here? Test only, right? Clear? Now you can get git remote -v. Now key is there, right? Now git push. Okay, git push at upstream origin. Okay, sorry. Some first before I need to pull, right? Just a minute, guys. This topic is pending. I will discuss later. Okay. Okay, everything is up to date. Huh? Git remote -v. Okay. So now you can add anything again if you want to add. Git status. Sorry, git status. Okay. Everything up to date. So now you can add any file again. Touch file 200. Git status. Git add. Git commit. So I guess without pull, if you are doing anything, problems will come. I will tell you those problems, what it is. Clear? So if you can go and test repository, file 200 is there, right? Clear? Yeah. So we need to add the upstream. So where you are going to send push the data. If your SSH key already enabled means we are not getting any challenges. But anyway, once again, I'm saying whatever you are doing the work before push, you can pull. See here, upstream is done right here. Immediately you can just pull. Once your upstream is done, you can update into your local everything up to date. Then you can push it. I will discuss this error in the tomorrow class. Please try to check out master. No, I have changed the renaming into master to main here. Okay. So next process is anyone has any doubts? Local to remote repo? Yes, 100 is already there. That's what I'm saying that, right? We need to pull first and push again. See, file 100 is already there. I'm also pushing file 100. There may be a conflicts, right? That's what we need to pull first. File 100 updates into your local and add your updates and push it. But file 100 is already there in the remote. You also create a file 100, which I will take. There is a conflicts here. Those conflicts we can discuss. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Anyway, just follow this document. You can easily understand. Okay. First, you can create any command, echo check. Just I have added echo check. In your case, you can create touch file anything. Okay. Now git init, git add, git commit. So if you are trying to push, the branches are different. In your remote repository branch is different. Your local branch is different. You can rename it and add your origin and push it. That's it only. Okay. But if you are a SSH keys, no need to add here your keys here. Token key. Okay. That's it. But this is not at all big important topic. So anyway, we are working to clone the repository and add the work, right? Clear or not? See, I'm showing you the difference. See, for example, guys, I'm going to add this my file into this repository, right? Why can't we clone first? Is this clear or not? Just I'm saying how to add upstream branch from the local only. But the easy way is what? You know your repository, right? Clone first and do your work. Is this clear what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But I'm saying if you are not cloning, if you forget something, you just add also like that way. That's what I can say. Is it clear? Okay. So now we can do some tasks here. Let me close this one also and create one more directory. So git local. Okay, git local. Just I'm going to open here. So now we can discuss the topics in the git local. Okay. So let me clone any repository to do the practice. Better, I'll just clone test repository. Okay, what I can do now, I'm going to add my keys here. Okay, better. How to generate the key? Otherwise, every time I need to add the key token, right? It's a long process. SSH keygen. If you are having any doubt, just observe here. Don't give any name here. Cat something. It will ask override yes or no. You have to give override. Understand? Why? Clear? Keys are there. Where should I go and check? Okay. See, I'm the git local, right? That's what I'll just come back. Otherwise, simply you can go here, right? The new user. dot SSH, right? So if you can see here, 9:54 the time, public, here type is public file and it is a private file. Okay. So what I need to copy? Public one only, right? Private with you. Copy, just go to here, my remote repository. So just go to settings. In real time also, we are using the same process, guys. Better process. Windows, my Windows keys. Done, right? So now I can just add it, so I can clone it into, let's come here. Yes, I'm going to work with now any one of the repository for the local exercise. So I'm just go with the test repository or whatever it is. Just SSH now. Okay. I have added SSH key, right? Before that, git clone. Okay. ls cd test. I'm in the main branch. I have cloned test. Test is main branch. But if you create locally, by default, it will create master branch. Is this clear? That's what challenges we haven't faced if you are clone and push. Clear now? For example, without clone, if you try to create any Git repository, by default, it is initiate master branch. So master and remote main, that's what we are unable to push. You can change, rename it into master to main, and you can add upstream branch. You can push where you are going to push, add upstream branch, you can push. Okay. And if you can see here, upstream branch, it is all about practice, guys. If you're not practice, everything is like in magic. It is all about practice only. If you can see here, git remote add, we are adding the our remote branch where I'm going to push the changes. If you do the local changes, I'm saying that by adding time, you have to say that to your local git, hey, this is my remote origin. You can push to there. For that, you need to add. Clear? So for that, before you need to rename it into main. By default, your branch is main in the remote repository, right? So your master branch, you need to rename it into main. And git push -u or directly git push origin main also, it will work out. Anyway, just come out here. So here, I'm using HTTPS, right? Can I use SSH also if you are SSH permission? Yes, you can use. You can use the compare with the SSH and GitHub, SSH and HTTPS GitHub remote repository. You can just come here. See, that is difference here to here. It will start from git at the rate of GitHub. That's it only. Instead of HTTPS, you can add git at the rate of. That's it. Clear? Yeah, come to now here. So now, okay, come here. I'm the test repository. So can I use git pull also? No problem, right? So I'm in the test branch, sorry, test repository. I'm in the main branch. Why? I have cloned test repository into my local. Whatever branch is here, I'm able to see in my local also. I have cloned. I haven't created anything. So already up to date, right? Give ls, same files I'm able to see here. readme.md, file 100, file 200, file 3. Is this clear, everyone? Okay, so I'm going to add one more file. Touch file 7. There is no file 7 in the remote repository, right? Okay. What I need to explain again? Which one? Local to remote. I'm not getting here. Could you please explain one more thing means what? Okay, just focus here anyway. Okay, see here. I have created one file in local. It is in my working directory. It is in my working directory. If I give git status, file 7 is there in which directory? Sorry, working directory, not in staging area. Is this clear? Okay. If I give git diff command, git diff means what? What is the Linux command of difference? Hmm? What is the difference command? Hmm? Unmatched. Okay. So many things I'm giving. Anyway, just park aside. We'll explain Linux difference command first, then we can jump to here. Leave it for this today. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, this file is where yes, working directory, right? So let me add some content in the file 7. Cat double greater than file 7. Okay. I'm just adding some content. Hi, Control C, and I'm going to add into my staging area, and I'm going to commit into my local repository. Clear? If I give git status, nothing is there to commit. Everything is cleared. In your workflow, everything is clear. Whatever there in your working directory, same thing there in the local repository. That's what we can understand from this content. Okay. Okay. For example, so I'm going to add one more just content cat greater than file 7, right? See, file 7 I have already added what? Hmm? Okay, let me come back. Cat file 7. High only, right? So I'm going to add one more content. If you give single greater than, it is override, right? File 7. I'm giving welcome. Controls. Is this clear? So I have added some content in my working directory of my file. That is welcome content. So if I give git status, it is there in where? Working directory only, right? So I will see either you can add into staging area and commit these updates. No, I don't want to commit these updates. What I can do? Whatever changes I made now, not required. No need to send into the commit. That is the wrong changes. What I can do, if you are doing in your laptop, you are apply something into your Word file or Excel file. This wrong means you can give undo command, Control Z. I need previous one. It is not required. So here, if you wish to add, it is going to add into your staging area. No. If you wish to take back, you can use the undo. So here undo command, see, no need to remember. They are saying already use git restore file to discard the changes in working directory. What are the change I made? Welcome. So those changes not required. How to discard those changes in interviews? They will ask maybe you added some content in the working directory only. I don't want to those changes. I want to take a discard. So how to do that? Git restore. Okay, git restore. Git restore. They are saying git restore file name, right? What is my file name? File 7. Is this clear? Now, what happened? Any guess? Only hi will be there, right? Discard cat file 7. Only hi will be there. Welcome gone, right? Those changes not required. If I give git status, what is the result? All green or red or what? Why everything is up to date? Whatever you made the changes of welcome, you have to add into the staging area. But You are not going to add into staging area. You want to discard the changes. So you have discarded into working directory. But I already added into staging area before there. That's what is not asking. No need to add into the staging area. Is this clear? Very good. So this is the restore option we can use in the working directory area. If you want to change the discard. For example, if you add into staging area, clear what I'm trying to say? Okay, same thing I can apply now. Cat double greater than file7. Okay, I'm going to add again welcome. Okay, sorry, welcome, control C. So if I give cat file7, understand guys, very easy process. Don't think much. It's a very easy process. Like you can compare with your regular activities only. Commands no need to by heart. Cat file7 now this time is welcome. But in my staging area, which one is there? Before hi only, right? That's what if I give git status, file is modified, right? File7 is modified. I have added some content here. Is this clear? Okay. How to do this now? Again, I can take one step back by using undo, like undo. By using git restore, file name means discard the changes into your working directory, whatever you made. No, I want to go with next level. I mean, I'm going to add. Now the file is there in which area? Staging area. Git status. After you are added into staging area, again you can want to take it back. Okay, you are not going to continue with this commit. Clear what I can do? Same git restore -- stage and file7. See, they are saying already here also. To what? Unstage means will the update will delete in working directory? Clear now? Unstage. Okay, let me enter this one. Enter. If I give cat file7, what would be the output? Welcome will be there or not? Welcome will be there. If I give git status, red or green? Red. Clear? One step back only. You have added into staging area. Just come to one step back only. They are saying same thing. Use git restore file before case, not here, to discard changes in working directory. If I add this file, I have added now, right? If you can give git status, green color, right? I mean, add into staging area. If you want to discard, see, they are saying use git restore -- staged file to unstage, not discard into working directory. Unstage means one step back. Stage to unstage. Clear? Just copy, otherwise git restore. Git restore -- stage into file7. Clear? Again, indicates red. For example, now if I'm going to add again, now I'm going to commit. Updates file7. Now it is committed, not push, right? Okay. So now if you want to take back of this committed file also, if you can give git log, this is your commit, right? File7. Clear? Give Q. So you can give git reset head tilt 1. It will take a recent commit. If you can give two commits, three commits, like that. My reset commit is what? File7, right? Git reset head tilt 1 means it will take one step reset. What is that? If I give git status, clear now? It is go to unstaged directly. But if I want to do the discard changes into working directory, what I can do? You no need to think. They are saying git restore. Clear? See, if you can give head tilt 1, it is take you into unstaging directly, not staging, unstaging directly. Clear? If you want to do it for unstaging to changes in working directory to discard, git restore file. What is a file 7? Done. If I give git status, green. Is this clear? But really, are we using this exercise? If you ask me that, I can say no. Okay. Real time, whatever if you're adding now, you can push. Otherwise, you can pull again, do the changes, right? In between, why we need to discuss? You can push, right? No problem. You can pull again, do the changes and again push back, right or not? But there is a concept I'm explaining here. Sir, as a DevOps engineer, really required for this much? If you ask me this question, your wish. Clear? Yeah. Just concepts are there. Maybe entry point of it will help, but not see. Believe me, my experience. I'm not using these commands in any time. I'm using only push, pull, clone. Only 3 commands. Okay. See, if you push into staging area, okay, you can push to commit in. See, every person can work with separate branches. Your branch, your wish. Clear? Whatever changes you can corrupt the file, no problem. Your branch. Again, you can create your branch from the main branch. Same files will update. Okay. I'm just explaining the exercise. If you ask me, sir, what I need to prepare Git, just let me know. I will share the content, what you need to prepare in the real time. Sir, I don't have much time. Where should I more focus? I will tell you. But if you have a time, just go through it. Just you will, gain your knowledge. That's it only. In real time, we are not using UI directly at all. Real time, you are using same process. No one can use UI. I mean, directly GitHub. Even single change, you are not doing anything in the remote. What happens if you change it? If you change remotely, it will not update into your 2 developers, right? 2 or 3 developers are working with the same repository. You do by changes manually in the remote repository. All developers and there lag some commit, right? There lag some update, right? If they're trying to push means error will get. Clear or not? Anyway, Git is not easy. Once again, I'm saying. If you ask me this question, compared to all tools, if you go in deep dive of Git, Git is very difficult. So many commands are there. Unknown commands, hiding commands, 200 plus commands are there. We are not using Git cherry pick command at all in real time. But in interview, they ask what is cherry pick command, like that. Cherry pick command. See, no one can ask, tell me the command. They will ask, tell me the approach. Clear? See, my file is moved into from working directory to staging area. I want to take it back. Is there any approach? You have to say, yes, there is a one approach. I think restore or reset. You can say that, no problem. No one can ask, tell me the exact command. No one will ask. You know the Google, right? We can check and do it. But just process is there or not. That is important. What I am checking as interviewer, same thing. No, I'm not asking anyone to say the exact command. Is there any process or not? That's it. Okay. This is very easy. GitHub desktop. No need to, take care of everything. Just push, pull, everything taken care by the backend. But we don't know, right? Everyone is following the same process. But I'm not following that process. I'm following this process, all projects. So in this case, Nagarjuna knows Git well. Yes, Nagarjuna? Okay. Okay, anyone has any doubts in this topic? There is a one more process also, soft, hard, git reset soft, git reset mixed, git reset hard. So many things are there. Leave it at this time. Don't go those things. Okay. If you are interested, I will share the content. You can go through it. Okay. I will explain one day everything all, but Git difficult, sir. Yes. Whoever working with the Git only they can understand Git is difficult. Whoever not working, they can understand Git is very easy. Okay. I will show you the difficult areas tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Do I need to repeat any content here? I will repeat. We have a time for 15 minutes time, right? If I అయిపోయామా? Same thing Git diff also, guys. Git diff is nothing but it is compare with working directory to your staging area to remote working local repository to direct whatever. I'm just sharing this document to everyone. Just follow this. SSH Vital. No holidays. No holidays, guys. We are, as I discussed, we only for 3.5 months, right? It looks like 4.5 months. Please see, guys, better to complete in 3 months at the end of months. The reason is financial year, we are getting more calls. I will tell you. Okay, guys. So Git changes. If you can see here, we can easily understand. No need to explain here with your knowledge. Git diff is means what? Excuse me, please. Class still continue. Huh? Git diff means what? Compare changes local directory to staging area. Git diff hyphen staged means compare changes staging area to local repo. Git def head means compare changes local directory to local repo. Git diff commit ID to commit ID compare changes in 2 commits. Is this clear? Okay, let me explain the paint. So this 15-minute session is very important if you focus. This is what? Working directory, okay? This is staging area. This is local repository, okay? Local repository. Okay. So we know just I'm writing all the comments here. Just focus here. It's a small recap for you. So I have added one file or content. Okay. How to add into staging area? Git add. Just small recap for you. All the process. Git add. If I want to take back these changes into from working directory, git restore file name. Is this clear? Working directory only, not staging area. To discard working directory. Okay, if you add it into staging area, already added into staging area, you want to discard into the unstage it. What is the command? Git hyphen, git restore hyphen staged file name, right? Means what? It is going to take one step back from staging to a working directory. Is this clear? Let me right here. So if you add means here, if you again take back means here, git restore hyphen stage and file name. I'm not writing file name, you can write, otherwise give file name also. Clear? Now your file will be here, right? Now again, you just commit to local. How to commit? Git commit -m, you just give any updates. Okay. Now I want to take this changes into unstaging area. What is the command? Git reset head tilt 1. It is going to which area? Directly unstage. Okay. Going to direct unstaging area. Okay. Now git diff is difference between what? Compare changes local directory to the staging area. Is this clear? So git diff is this clear? Here to here. Git diff hyphen stage. In between, right? Local to staging. Yes. Next, git diff head means compare changes local to local. Clear? Okay. So ls git status. Everything is up to date, right? If I give git diff, what would be the result? Git diff is nothing but what? Difference between working directory, staging area. Is there a difference? No. Why? Your flow is clean, right? Git status also showing some clean. For example, cat file 7. If you are doing practice, these are very, very easy classes. If you are not doing practice, little difficult. So I'm going to add something diff. Okay. Control C. Now working directory, some changes takes place. What about staging area? No, not updated those changes. Clear? If I give git status, some difference is that that's what modified file is there. If I give git diff now, the power of git is diff is C. Whatever you added, it is showing the plus indication. You have added diff. That is a difference. Is this clear? The difference will be show where to where? Working directory to staging area. If I added now into staging area, so still it is status, right? If I give status, still it is staging area, right? If I add now, to prove the difference, I'm just adding into the next area. Git add. Okay. Git status. Now modified file 7. Now a small question again. If I give git diff, any changes? All are up to date? Clear now? Why git diff is for difference between working directory to the staging area. First, you have modified a file. Instead of adding into staging area, you have give that git difference means those changes not updated into staging area. That's what we are able to see. After added into staging area, whatever updates are there in the working directory, you are added into staging area. All are same, both sides. Now again, you are giving git diff command, there is no difference. Is this clear? Now we can prove the staging area to local repository. Now these updates modified, but yet to commit these changes into local repository. Clear? Now my local repository still previous changes only. Whatever you have updated, those changes updated till staging area only. Okay. So now staging area to to compare staging area to working directory, we are very fine. There is no difference. We have added into staging area, but local repository you had to add into local repository. So now I can give the git diff. What is the command? Stage. It will verify from where to where? Staging to local. Local repository, not working directory. Local repository, the changes plus diff I have added into the working directory staging area, but not into the local repository. Is it clear? Okay. Now, okay, I can see this git diff stage is the difference between staging and local repository. My file is updated till staging area. That's what still I'm able to see these changes. Now, I'm going to commit. Okay. I have committed to where to where? Staging to local repository. If I give this command, what would be the result? Git diff -- stage is difference between staging area to local repository. Whatever file you have modified, you have added into staging area and local repository also. Now, if you can give this command, blank, right? Yes, you have added right already. But now, if I give git diff head, any changes? No changes. You have added everything into local repository. Now you can add something again. File 7, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just adding morning. Okay. Control C. Now changes in working directory. Changes in working directory, not in staging area, not in local repository. Can I give my local repository command now to verify it? Git diff. Diff head is nothing but what? Difference between working directory, local repository. But working directory, some changes are there, right? See, morning is added into working directory. You have to add those changes into commit. Okay. If I give git diff -- stage, git diff -- stage means what would be the result? It's a test for you. Sharpness, grasping power. Who said nothing? Very good. Others? Git diff -- stage is nothing but what, guys? Staging area, anything I have added? Clear? If I add into, okay, what about git diff? Yes, morning. But whatever git diff -- stage is related to staging to working directory, that's what blank will come. If I add into git add it into staging area, you can give verify git status modified, right? If I give git diff -- stage same command, now we will see the difference. Okay. Now if I give git diff, no difference. Now if I give a git diff head, difference or not? Still difference. We had to commit those changes, right? Now you can commit. Just for, recapping things. You have committed, right? Now if you can give git diff head, no difference. Whatever you have added, you are committed. Clear this process? This is difference process. I will share the notes, everything. So you just go through that. Git. So you have to practice today. Git diff, Git restore discards, and local to map to remote and token. Okay. Yes, one difference here. Touch file one. I have created, okay, in working directory. If I give one step back means which command I can use? It's a working directory changes, right? Working directory changes, right? If I give ls, file one is there here, right? Changes in working directory. Shall I discard it? Which command it is? Git restore, git restore, file one. Will it work? One step back means file has to delete, right? Does Git has right to delete a file? Does Git has permission to delete the file? One step back means file has to delete, right? It is not possible. Understand? Clear? So you need to add the content. I'm talking about content, not file creation, file deletion. Understand it here. You need to add some content. You can add commit first, then add one more content. It will work. So the same commit, same action creation and add means it will undo means it will has to take everything has to delete and delete. It is not possible. So what you need to do to prove this? First cat file one, right? Okay, let me add these changes first. Okay, file creation changes, git add. Sorry, git add, git commit -m. Done, right? Now, if you can add some content into your file one is tracking. Now you can add into file one any content. Okay. So now you can use git status just for your understanding. It is showing git restore also now, but earlier case it's not show. It will not show. Now you can use the restore command. So if you are unable to do, just give git status. It is recommended means you can do it. If it is not recommended means you are unable to do. One more time I'm showing here. Touch file 11, for example. Git status means what? It is showing only git add, not restore. See why? We are unable to delete a file. One action back means we're unable to delete a file. It is unable to process that. That's what Git is not recommended to go with Git restore here. But here is recommended. Clear the difference? Yeah. Anyway, just practice it. If you have any doubts, just share into the group. We can discuss. So tomorrow is very, very important class. You can, if you want to ignore today class, you can ignore it. I don't have any problem. But tomorrow class is very, very, very important. Yesterday class, tomorrow class. You have to do real-time works. Sir, in Telegram, okay. Do I need to share in Google Classroom? Okay. 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 I will share in the Google Classroom everything from the day 1 to day 3. Okay. You can do the practice. Thank you so much for updating me that. I don't know that. Okay. I think permissions issues, maybe if you are sharing in the Telegram, maybe the whatever the font may be mismatched. Yes, you clear for today class? I know some confusions, but those can clear by doing the practice. Yeah, you can come. If you are in Hyderabad, you can come. Vital. Clear? Everyone? Okay. Okay, guys, bye.